Hello physical fiends, it is Jordan here with another Worth a Purchase where I play a game for a short amount of time to see if I would buy it myself. Today I'm taking a look at the Super Bomberman collection, which shadow dropped on the eShop after the Nintendo Partner Direct. However, this is Physical Paradise and I only care about games with physical copies, and this will have one. I will go into more detail later in the video because it is quite complicated, but I have popped links down below in the description and pinned comment if you want to grab it for yourself and support me at the same time. So the Super Bomberman collection is exactly what it says on the tin. It is a collection of Super Bomberman games, which nicely lets it avoid criticism for not including certain other games, because it most certainly includes every Super Bomberman game. All of the games that were released on the Super Nintendo or Super Famicom are included in this package, all 5 of them, including the final 2 that were originally never released in the West, but now have been officially localized. Not that there was much of a job to do there since the text is at a bare minimum, but it's still great to have. Now, Bomberman never gets old. They are mostly known for their competitive multiplayer action, where up to 4 players go head-to-head in very addictive, one more round gameplay as you plant bombs to open up new paths and then hopefully trap your opponent into taking one to the face. Depending on the game, there are different power-ups available to add some spice and spanners to the works, and while each game in this package, distilled to its very pure form, may look and play exactly alike to one another, there are differences that make each one worth playing and adding into a rotation. Some have animal buddies, some have unique rule sets. This will be a great game to bring out at a get-together. It'll be both nostalgic for those 35 years plus, but also fun for kids. Old games for sure, but stick a bunch of 8-year-olds together playing this and then watch the chaos unfold. They'll be talking about it for days. For me, the best thing about these games currently, in where I'm at in my life right now, me and my daughter have been playing the co-op campaigns, which on the 16-bit games is available on all but one of them. And I only wrote my daughter in to help me out just a little bit with the review, get some footage. I mostly expected her to hate it, but she loved it and we were playing for hours. We've had a great time failing together. We've enjoyed the occasional unfair randomness. We've enjoyed some iconic "I can't believe I survived that" moments, and of course the total "yes, I am an idiot" moments. The games are tough, but fair enough to make you want to keep on trying, and the fact that she got annoyed that I had to stop playing in order to make this video, that kind of says it all. I'm genuinely shocked she's been having a great time playing this. Of course, you can play the campaign modes by yourself too, and it's fine, but it does lack a certain something special. I do highly advise playing with someone else just for that extra memorable time. Speaking of which, there are a couple of game share features, like if you don't have enough controllers going around or whatever, you can do local play with each player having their own consoles, or play online via game chat, which I think is the only feature on Switch too. I'm not sure about that. Now, these games also have a rewind feature if you fancy cheating. There are also save states, and there is a boss rush mode, which is kind of cool, even though the bosses are grossly unfair in these games, but if you like it, you like it. And as a bonus, you can play the 2 Famicom games as well. They are pretty archaic, but you can still have fun for sure. Now, I do want to touch on the presentation here, because Red Art Games have done a really impressive job with how this is presented. You can tell they really want to celebrate the franchise. They want to do it justice and no doubt impress Konami, saying, "Look at what we can do." Because it's happy, it's fun, looking at the box, unboxing it, and then opening the manual. It's just really cool. The interface nicely shows the information about the game before jumping in, so you can clearly see, which games have co-op campaigns, which one doesn't, which mode is a particular highlight for them. Little pieces of useful information, and it's just great. Presentation in a collection is unimportant really at the end of the day. It's all about the games, that's what matters, but for me, this really enhanced the experience for sure. It felt like a celebration. And for what it's worth, yeah, you can play with borders if you want to. You can also remove the bottom control instructions and make the gameplay area much bigger, like to touch the bottom. I don't know why I didn't change it when I was capturing footage, but it's there if you want it. Now, before I get into the details of the physical release, if you are new here and you enjoy physical video games, you enjoy owning the things you pay money for, then hit that subscribe button, okay? It will be the best thing you do today. Not only do you get my opinions, as worthless as they may be, but you get new physical announcements, alerts of rare game restocks, discounts. I am very useful, so use me, subscribe. Now the physical for this is quite complicated. Let's start with the Nintendo Switch 2, which is what I am playing for this video. For the Nintendo Switch 2, it is coming in a Nintendo Switch 2 edition, which means it is playable on the OG Switch as well. The physical in North America is exclusive to Video Games Plus. I've linked them down below. They will ship things worldwide for free on orders over 75 Canadian bucks, like 54 American dollars. In Europe, the physical release is exclusive to redartgames.com. I've linked them down below too. Unlike the North American physical release on Nintendo Switch, the European physical will come with an extra cover sleeve as well as a stress ball. If you want to order this from Red Art Games, you can click my link and get 10% off if you use my code Jordan10. There will be a retail release on Nintendo Switch 2 in Japan, that's just for posterity's sake. For Nintendo Switch, the original, there will be a physical release for that too at retail worldwide. But once again, Red Hot Games in Europe do have some exclusive things going on. On their website, they also have a deluxe edition, which is the same price as the standard release, but comes with a cover sleeve and that stress ball. There will also be a collector's edition, which will include a steel case, enamel pins, sticker sheet, poster, and the stress ball. And the same sort of setup will also be available on PlayStation 5. Standard at retail worldwide, deluxe edition at Red Hot Games, and a collector's edition. Then there is the Xbox physical release, which as far as I know is exclusive to Europe, and that is only in a standard edition. If you want to purchase any of these editions, I know it's kind of complicated, but I've linked all of them down below in the description and pinned comment. Any purchase made massively helps support me and this channel in the best way possible, and I do greatly thank you ever so much. Would I buy this myself? Hell yes! As is almost always the case with these retro collections, the demanding little boy within me would always desire a bit more, like, the Game Boy games, random spin-offs, Saturn Bomberman. There are countless games in the series, but what is here is fantastic, and I love it. Playing it by myself, through the campaigns, or the co-op campaigns especially. That is an absolute treat. And of course, there's always competitive play for countless sessions with the amount of games here. The presentation is also extremely good. I've had a fantastic time, and I will continue to have a fantastic time in the future. It is a big thumbs up from me. Will you be buying this? Will you be picking up physically, or did you cave in and buy it digitally already? Let me know in the comments below. Which is your favorite Bomberman game in the series? Which one would you like to see in a potential Volume 2? If you want to buy this physically, please purchase via the links in the description and pinned comment. I thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I hope you all have a fantastic day. Take care.